Hey, everybody. It's your girl, the one and only. It's me, the one, the only, Teresa B. Lee. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in with your favorite homegirl, your favorite auntie, your favorite sister. You know, the one that you love to talk to in these world. Yo, listen up, everybody. I have been having, and I say this every single Sunday, but I have been having an absolutely fantastic, authentic time talking to each and every one of you as you allow me into your homes, wherever you are across the country, as we engage you in conversations that really matter surrounding life, health, business, relationships, so on and so forth. So today, this episode is not going to be it's not going to be that long, but I just want to provide a continuation to last week's episode as I dove off into the topic of self care. Um, a lot of people choose to ignore the importance of self care, but I'm here to reiterate to you again that you cannot heal, you cannot become healthy, you cannot become whole if you do not implement self care into your life. And I really feel oppressed in my spirit to engage you all in this conversation and bring it to the forefront of your life because so many of you can still continue even after last week because we didn't have that many people that watched the episode, but that's okay because I know that people saw it popping up in their algorithms. But listen, self-care is important. The bottom line is this. Let me just put it like this, and I say this all the time on my social media platforms, is this. You can't run away from you. Period, point blank. I don't care how much you think you are successful at doing it, but you cannot run from yourself, period. And that is what's going on with so many of you right now. You're over here busy doing this, and we talked about the busyness of being busy last week. It's a form of ignoring the fact that there's some things going on in you that you need to take care of, and you're not doing it. But again, let me say, you cannot run away from you. I don't care how good of a job you think you're doing. Listen, you know that there's some things festering in here that you keep trying to push down. You keep trying to push down. You keep trying to push that stuff down. But for many of you who are connected to me, you are in a season where it's coming up like it did for me. And this time, you can't push it down. It ain't going nowhere because why? It's time for you to address the things that are going on within you, the matters of the heart, whatever the battles are that are taking place in the mind, the broken heart, whatever it is, you have to face it. It is time for you to face it. And so that's why I'm here again today. Maybe I'll just call this a part two of a self care conversation. But you cannot move forward and be successful without implementing some type of regimen of self care for yourself. And what can self care look like? It can mean that you go seek wise counsel. It can mean that you go seek a therapist or a psychologist to have some conversations about stuff that you have been burying for years. What can self care look like? It can mean that you start addressing a lot of those medical issues that are taking place in your body because you're not treating your temple just as it is, which is a temple. You're treating it like a garbage can. What do you mean, T? I'm treating it like a garbage can. Well, you're eating all kind of stuff that you shouldn't be eating, and it's manifesting in you through sickness, through being overweight, through you having to take all of these medications when all you need to do is just simply change how you eat. What else does self-care look like? It could mean that it's time for you to get up off the couch, get up out the bed, and go take a walk. Get your body to moving, get the blood to begin to circulate. Don't you know when things like that happen, it begins to do things within your body with your endorphins, and that blood gets to functioning and moving, and it allows you to get in a place or in a space where you begin to think about things a lot more clearly. What else could self-care look like? It could look like you just spending solid, real, authentic, quiet time with yourself in meditations. Or it could look like you taking time out, and I used to recommend this a lot to my coaching clients, but it could mean that you begin to start journaling and talking to yourself about the process that you're beginning to take steps to address. It could mean you even talking about some of the stuff that you've gone through. So, because that is a means of getting that up and out of your spirit. How about for some of you, you need to write a letter to um, whomever who did something to you that they should not have done, and you write down everything, and you tell them everything about how that made you feel, what it caused you to go through in life, how it affected you, so on and so forth. And then when you're done and you feel a peace that comes about you, if you feel the peace, but and even if you don't, you've addressed it, you've got all of that muck up out of you and onto that piece of paper through your pen, and you get a lighter and you put that thing in the trash can or in your sink, and let it burn. Let the fire burn that. Let the fire burn that form of toxicity that was residing in you. Listen, self care is so important. Self care is something that you need to begin to take a lot more seriously. We're so quick to want to take in a bunch of negativity about who's doing this and who's doing that, and who's seeing this person and who's seeing that one, and whatever kind of gossip or whatever that's going up and down in our For You pages, on our TikToks, and on our Instagrams, and for those of you who are on Facebook and Twitter. Well, it ain't called Twitter no more, and I can't think of the name right now that it is called. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You want to take in all of that stuff and consume all of that. But what does all of that have to do with you? When you know that there are things within you that you need to begin investing your time in, that you need to begin to start working on. Why? Because you matter. None of that other stuff out there does, but you matter. And I need you to understand just how important it is that you start looking at you, that you start looking at that man and that woman that is in the mirror, and realize that there are some things within you that are holding you up, that are holding you back, that are keeping you in a constant state of running around in quicksand, going nowhere and going everywhere, into sinking and going down under, because you won't deal with your stuff. And so that's why I'm here again today to admonish you, to admonish you strongly, and tell you to your face, because obviously there are people around you who are not in your corner like you think they are, and they know it. but they're not going to tell you because there's stuff that they need to work on too. So I'm here to tell you and to get in your face and tell you that it's time for you to start paying attention to you. Period. It's time for you to start paying attention to yourself. Begin to dig and dig all of that ugliness out of you. Get it out of you. Get it out of you so that you can grow, go, and move forward into the next dimension of happiness that is waiting for you to receive it. But right now you can't receive it because you're too bogged down. The song with by Erica Badu, Bag Lady. Bag Lady, you gonna break your back. That's what a lot of y'all is doing. Carrying all those bags like that. Come on. How long are y'all gonna be a bag lady? And for my men, how long are you gonna keep carrying all them backpacks full of weights? It's time to release yourself. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Tell yourself I'm ready to get it up and out of me. So listen, this one ain't gonna be long on today because y'all get the message. I don't have to keep going. I don't have to keep giving you examples. You know exactly what it is. You know exactly what time it is. And I have a tool that you can use as you begin to take the journey. If you just go down below into the description of this video, you will see a link that'll take you over to Amazon so that you can get my life journal. It's an interactive life journal entitled 22 Reset and Renew Journal. This journal will set you on the path of 22 days. And it doesn't stop there, but we're going to begin to direct you through the course of your life so that you can begin to address some things that are going to help you get into that healthy space. And then once you're done, there's still going to be work that you're going to have to do. This is going to be an everyday process. For me to be the woman that you see before you on today, it is a testament of the fact that I was willing and still am willing to address the things of me, the things that I allowed to hinder me, the things that I made a conscious decision to not act upon, the things that I did, that the places and people and situations in life where I just allowed myself to tolerate when I knew that I shouldn't, and then caused me to deal with um, a confidence issue. It caused me to revel in the land of depression. It caused me to not treat my temple the way that I should have been treating it. And I became overweight and consumed with just taking in all manner of things that were absolutely not good for my body. But I did a 360, and so I am a new woman on today. And so my intention, again, through this vehicle that I've been blessed to have on YouTube, is I want to be a vehicle that inspires, that empowers, that challenges you, that calls you out on the carpet and say, no, you're lying. That's not it. I also am here to celebrate you in your wins. And so that's what today's message is about helping you set yourself on a path to win. So listen, if this episode has meant anything to you, I want you to do me a favor. It's already up here on the screen. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to hit that notification bell. I want you to like this video. I want you to share it because I know y'all know somebody in your family and your friends in your circle on your platforms that needs to hear this message on today. But most of all, I want you to drop down in those comments and talk back to me in the community conversation within our collective, because we are all here to help and see each other through this so that we all can win. Okay. So listen, that's it. That's all I got to say. So until next week, I want you to do what? Smile. Somebody needs to see those pretty pearly whites, baby. They need to feel the energy that radiates through you through that smile because you are learning how to become free and you are walking into learning how to live your best life. So until next week, I love y'all. See you. Bye.